Good evening, everyone. The Urbana Arts and Culture Program is proud to present the 2021 Sneek Peak, a celebration of our Urbana Arts Grant recipients and a preview of what's to come for our art scene. The City of Urbana is a proud supporter of the arts, and this year we celebrate 31 selected projects that bring arts, culture, and vibrancy to our community. But first, we welcome the soulful sound of Aphrodi and Global Sound Waves for a musical performance recorded live at the Rose Bowl in downtown Urbana.
All right, welcome everybody. We are Aphrodi and Global Sound Waves, and we got some music for you all. We got Kevin King over here on saxophone and flute. We got Mitchell Killow on the bass. We got Mark White on the guitar. We got Jamie Mock on the drums. I'm Pete, aka Aphrodi Shungu, on the trumpet and rhymes. This first tune right here is called Power in Numbers. Richer getting richer, the poorer getting poorer. I'm on a mission to change the game, so you could call me Dora. La Exploradora, in dos idiomas I'm writing. These foxes trying to steal our rights, so I'm like swiping, no swiping. The government making these promises they never following, like this is it. I'm spitting these bars with a license to educate, making you say this is lit. Like studying Baldwin in your English class, I'm writing a script. No need for theatrics, there's plenty of practice. I'm nice with the mic in my grip. I'm calling out all of them white supremacists, blind to the fact they project hate. My rhymes moving swift on the board, they chess pieces. My thesis puts them all in checkmate. I'm spitting with trivia, soy de Bolivia, no pero so por la paz. That means I'm for peace. Translation for all those who struggle to handle this sauce. My style is picante and fuego like Dante and shining the light in the dark. Inhabit your mind with ideas determined to free it, ignite in a spark. Yo soy un gallo, kikiriki. Wake you out of your slumber. Making music to move it, cause this is a movement. There's power in numbers. This is a combination of multiple different elements. Instrumentalists making music for the smell of it. I say this band is tight, they bring the evidence. Known for making sounds to make you move just like gelatin. Music so fresh, who knows, it might smell immense. Lyrics you will never forget, just like elephants. To say I got away with words, call me eloquence. Lyrics close to what I still be with the elegance. Not from Minnesota, but me and the mic a set of twins. Speaking truth to power, plus we rock just like sediments. Sonically we taking it back like Sega Genesis. Improvisational nature like elephants. First lady a song, gotta show reverence. Make sure the grace of the past stay relevant. Now this ain't freestyle, got plenty of fellowship we teaching the youth, so you could tell a friend to tell a friend. All right, check it out. So we're gonna do a little remix right here. This song was originally by the Isley Brothers, and Ice Cube remixed it, talking about a good day. Classic track, but this is a family-friendly event. So we're gonna talk about what a good day is like for me being a father, right? When you're a parent. So check it out. We're gonna break it down. Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. Gotta know, but today seems kinda odd. No crying from the girls, calm world. And they ain't even whine when mama combed her curls. The kids slept till 8, so I'm feeling great. Call from a friend trying to hook up a play date. Hooked it up for later as I hit the dough, thinking will it be a smooth ride to the stove, yo. I gotta go cause I got me a Prius full, and if I play the right children's song the kids will stay cool. Had to stop at a red light, looking in my mirror, not a tear in sight, yeah, and everything is alright. I'm even feeling rested cause my kids slept all night. Called up the homie and I'm asking him which park has the best jungle gym. Get me on the court, my back's in trouble, so I stick to chasing kids on a double. Freaking 2-year-olds bolting like Usain. I can't believe today was a good day. Yeah. Drove to the pad and hit the showers. Got another play date in a couple hours. Cause just yesterday, them kids wouldn't nap, see? Saw their eyes and they closed like that, G. No stress, didn't even cry and all of that mess, as we all got some nice rest. Went over to a friend's house, they was watching that Paw Patrol. Now we all on a roll, no pups too big, no jobs too small. That's words to live by for us all. Then it's Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig, the kids love it. Nick Jr.'s coming up big. Called all my kids by the right name. Then we played a board game and no one's getting bored game. Plus nobody I know threw a fit when we put the game away. Today was a good day. Yeah. Check it out, y'all. Left my friend's house chill, filled up the car with gas and the kids stayed still. It's ironic, I had root beer, they had apple juice, then we reading about a moose. I pulled out the big fat book, reading nursery rhymes and the kids got a glazed look. And my voice runs deep, so deep, so deep, put them all to sleep, yeah. They didn't wake up at 1, getting a good night's rest after the day gets all done. Lying on my bed and I'm dreaming. So grateful for my wife with the kids, we always tag teaming. I was glad everything had gone smooth. Dreaming about my wife, though we too tired to make a move. Today was like one of those fly dreams. Girls didn't wake up emitting those night screams. And no loud sounds woke the girls. 3 in the morning and I'm still in a dream world. In my dream I saw the lights of the Goodyear blimp, and it read Shungu fan for the win, yeah. The kids are in good health, so no throwing up tomorrow. I gotta work and you know I'll be showing up. I won't even have to use a sick day. I can't believe it was a good day, yeah.
let's give it up one more time for Aphrodi and Global Sound Waves. If you're joining us on Facebook, I hope you can use that react button and share with us everything that you feel when you listen to those words and those rhymes and that music. Just beautiful. To everyone joining us, good evening. I'm Rachel Storm. I serve as the Arts and Culture Coordinator for the City of Urbana. On behalf of the City of Urbana's Arts and Culture Program and Commission, I'm delighted to welcome you all here this evening to the 2021 Urbana Sneak Peak celebration. We use this as an annual event to both honor our new grant award recipients, but also to give you, the public, a chance to see what's to come for our art scene. This is kind of a preview of sorts. While in this time of the pandemic, we can't safely gather together, we hope you'll join us in this virtual format to celebrate our grantees and their unique and innovative projects. Tonight's program includes a presentation of the awardees and remarks from our staff and commissioners. We hope that you can kick back, relax from the comforts of home, grab a special beverage of your choosing, because we will be asking you to toast with us before the night is over, and join the conversation online, extending your congratulations to our awardees in the comments section on our Facebook live stream. We also encourage you to use the hashtag SneakPeak2021 if you'd like to follow the conversation or track updates. To begin tonight's festivities, we have a special message from City of Urbana Mayor Diane Wolf-Marlin.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mayor Diane Marlin. I'm sorry I can't be here with you tonight, but on behalf of the City of Urbana, I want to congratulate all of our 2021 Urbana Arts and Culture Grant awardees. I can tell you that our juries and the Arts and Culture Commissioners were very impressed by the creativity, innovation, and commitment from each and every one of you. The opportunities these projects give to our community to experience, to participate in, and to advance the arts, they offer something for everybody. You captured stories, you're celebrating our diversity, and you're opening doors to all kinds of unique experiences for all of us. So let's face it, this past year has been absolutely awful. We know that the creative sector has been deeply hurt by the pandemic. And as highlighted by a study produced by Americans for the Arts, I want to quote, "Cancellations have taken place at virtually every arts organization across the country, and artists are among the most severely affected segment of the nation's workforce. 1 in 10 arts businesses doubt their ability to survive, and the local arts community is no exception to this devastating impact of the pandemic." So over the past year, the Urbana Arts and Culture Program has dedicated itself to offering numerous opportunities for local artists, and we want to support you in that effort. We've distributed COVID relief information. We supported our grant recipients by helping them adapt their programs in light of COVID-19, and it's been remarkable the creativity shown in these adaptations. And this 2021 grant cycle, we were also able to give out a record amount of financial support to artistic and cultural projects through these arts and culture grants. The arts are the great connector, and that was never so important as during this pandemic. Arts and culture have helped us connect during this time of isolation and distancing. They helped us imagine new possibilities and to build new understanding and social understanding within groups and across social divides. I believe, we all believe, that arts and culture will carry us forward, and you, our awardees this year, are part of that mission. So, as you embark on this next year of programming, and we have the pleasure of participating in it, please know that we are indebted to all of you who help shape Urbana's artistic and cultural life. We celebrate your work as you in turn celebrate your community. And we look forward to sharing the experience and understanding that you bring to our city. So from me, on behalf of the people of Urbana, I wanted to thank you so very much.
Thank you, Mayor Marlin. Next up, I want to introduce one of our important and wonderful commissioners. The Urbana Arts and Culture Program, as many of you know, is overseen by a 9-member advisory commission. Every one of our commissioners contribute wonderful things, and we've had a couple of commissioners that have been on since near the inception. One of them is our chair, Pat Salmon. Patricia Salmon has served as on the Arts and Culture Commission for over 10 years. She's helped launch the Urbana Arts Grant Program itself, as well as our Art Now television series. If you look on our YouTube page, you can find examples of her Art Now episodes where she was also the interviewer. She's been a professional editor and writer for over 30 years. While working in publishing, she acquired and developed manuscripts as well as authored several books. She has degrees in both secondary and elementary education from the University of Illinois. With a lifelong interest in the arts, she's participated in modern dance, written poetry, played several instruments, and has authored books. Please join me in welcoming Chair of the Urbana Arts and Culture Commission, Patricia Salmon.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Urbana Arts and Culture Commission, I want to extend our heartfelt congratulations to all of our awardees this cycle. We started the grant program back in 2009. It was the brainchild of commission members Michelle Plant and Sarah Ross, who was a local artist, and it was one of the first programs our commission created. We knew from the beginning that direct support to local artists and art organizations would be necessary if we wanted to create a vibrant local arts culture. That first round of grants had 22 projects for $50,000, while this year's round was 31 projects for a record amount of funding, $90,000. And over the past 12 years, we've funded 367 grants totaling over $7,027,000. This year, as always, and despite the pandemic, we received a wonderful variety of proposals for original projects, all rooted in our community's interests and diversity. This year's projects were more inclusive than ever, including a wide variety of cultural celebrations and art programs for prisoners and families impacted by incarceration, for seniors, and for people with disabilities. Almost half of the projects this year are designed to help members in the community develop their own artistic skills. Because of the pandemic, many are visual public art, including 6 murals, 2 art installations, and art displayed on the bridges in Crystal Lake Park. A wide range of art is included, from crocheting to storytelling to glass sculpting. Our commission is proud to support you as artists and to help you share your work and your passion for art with everyone in the community. It's your ideas, your works, and your creativity that help make Urbana a more vibrant and interesting place to live. Thanks to you all.
Thank you, Pat. I'm going to introduce our next speaker for this evening. Our next speaker is Stacy Robinson, an assistant professor of graphic design at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, and another one of our Urbana Arts and Culture commissioners. He was a 2019-2020 Nasir Jones Hip Hop Fellow at Harvard University's Hutchins Center for African and African American Research. He completed his master's in fine art at the University of Buffalo. For the past several years, he's traveled internationally using his work to discuss ideas of Black utopias as future decolonized spaces of reconciliation. As one half of the collaborative team Black Kirby with artist John Jennings, Stacy creates graphic novels, gallery exhibitions, lectures, and workshops that use world-building strategies to imagine new worlds inspired by design, hip-hop, the arts and sciences, and diasporic African belief systems. His latest graphic novels are I Am Alfonso Jones with writer Tony Medina, and Across the Tracks, Remembering Greenwood, Black Wall Street, and the Tulsa Race Massacre, written by Alvern Ball, which will be available this May 2021. Please join me in welcoming Stacy Robinson.
Hello, everyone. First of all, let me say congratulations to all of our awardees. I just want to say, I can't help but think what a wonderful time this is for us to use our imaginations to inspire us all. As we are hopeful to exit the COVID era very, very soon, I believe that what we do now as artists and visionaries will determine how we exit this time. You as this year's grant recipients are integral in showing us how it's done. Many, many thanks for submitting awesome, awesome proposals. All of them were wonderful to look at. I, along with the rest of our team, are very excited to see what you will do to inspire us to be even more of a beautiful community. Thank you.
Thank you, Stacy. All right, I'm readying myself to give the full slate of presentation, and I'm assuming all of you listening and tuning in are very anxious to hear the list. I'm going to take a moment to really quick screen share because I've got some images I want to share with each of you. And as I said before, make sure to interact on our Facebook live stream. Tell these folks how excited and proud of them you are and congratulate them. And get excited because we have a wonderful lineup this year. We were able to fund 31 projects totaling $90,000 in direct support for arts and arts programs this year. It gives me great pleasure to share them all with you, and I'm going to begin with our Tier 1 awardees. First is Enacting Hope and Togetherness Mural by Patricia Leon Cuencan, a city sponsorship of $1,500. The Enacting Hope and Togetherness mural will invite students at Leal Elementary School to engage in a variety of classroom workshops and activities led by the artist, Patricia Leon Cuencan, resulting in a collaboratively designed mural reflecting the values of diversity, equity, and cooperation. Our second is Writers of Oya Phase 3 by Ashanti Files, city sponsorship of $1,400. The Writers of Oya 3 will invite middle school girls of color participating in Writers of Oya to develop works that pair spoken word and music, culminating in a collaboratively produced audiobook and several public performances. Next, we have See Who at the Show by See You at the Show, city sponsorship in the amount of $1,500. See Who at the Show is an initiative from See You at the Show, amplifying the work of Black writers, actors, directors, and producers through a series of sponsored performances as part of a broad effort to center Black voices in the theater community. Next is Developing Our Storytelling Skills, a cornerstone skill in the time of a pandemic by Karen Medina, city sponsorship in the amount of $1,000. Developing Our Storytelling Skills is a series of workshops designed to offer skills building centered upon the power of storytelling through art, music, journalism, radio production, creative writing, and other methods of expression. The initiative will help gather and share stories in the pandemic. Next up, we have All Score Urbana Community of Song by All Score Urbana, city sponsorship in the amount of $1,200. The All Score Urbana Community of Song project seeks to connect local songwriters, singers, poets, composers, and related artists to share their current work and develop new works for the teaching artists to perform as part of a concert with Sounds Like Community. Next is Urbana Satellite Reef by the Urbana Champaign Crochet Coral Reef, city sponsorship of $905. The Crochet Coral Reef is a participatory community art project incorporating craft, geometry, and environmentalism. As part of the project, workshops in 2 mini satellite exhibitions of an Urbana crochet coral reef will take place, incorporating submissions from participating community members. Next up, we have Red Herring Poetry and Arts Community Celebration by Will Rieger, city sponsorship in the amount of $1,000. The Red Herring Poetry and Arts Community Celebration is an initiative to celebrate the local poetry history of the Red Herring Poetry Group. Through poetry workshops, exhibits, performances, and a retrospective, the creative community will build upon this local history. The culminating showcase invites artists of a diversity of mediums to interpret local poems with their unique artistic practice. Next up is Juxtaposition, the Art and Words of Durango Mendoza by Jean Mendoza, city sponsorship in the amount of $1,000. Juxtapositioned is a multi-week, family-friendly exhibition of sculpture, assemblage, and photographic works by Durango Mendoza, featuring live and pre-recorded readings, spoken word, and video. Together with workshops provided in assemblage and writing, this retrospective will serve as both a celebration of his work and share Durango's unique perspective on meaning individuals make of the world around them. Next is Urbana Flamenco Jazz Reunion by Brian Stark, city sponsorship in the amount of $1,000. The Urbana Flamenco Jazz Reunion is a collaborative project featuring Chicago-based flamenco guitarist David Kiriboga and local Urbana musicians offering flamenco music education in local schools and in a downtown concert open to the public and live streamed. And last but not least, in our Tier 1 category, In Between the Places We Meet by Sarah Cofield and Alice Cesato, city sponsorship in the amount of $1,495. In Between the Places We Meet is a pop-up gallery and exhibition of works by contemporary artists Sarah Cofield and Alice Cesato, and includes workshops and community engagement with schools and downtown venues on contemporary art and creative expression. Please join me in giving some react, hitting those buttons, and celebrating these wonderful awardees in our Tier 1 category. Next, I'm excited to share those who've received grants in our Tier 2 category. First up is CU Black and African Arts Festival by CU Black and African Arts, city sponsorship in the amount of $2,750. The CU Black and African Arts Festival is a 2-day celebratory festival highlighting a diversity of Black and African arts through arts, music, fashion, entertainment, vendors, food, and performing arts. The event will feature unique opportunities for supporting Black and African art, business, and cultural work. Next is the Magic of Reading mural by Urbana Free Library, city sponsorship in the amount of $2,500. Local artist Langston Alston will work with community members to design and paint a mural that depicts Urbana's strong cultural diversity, local library culture, and community imagination. Next is Kwanzaa 365 by Dream Opportunity Center, city sponsorship in the amount of $4,500. Kwanzaa 365 is a multi-generational community arts-based initiative that promotes Black pride, cultural understanding, and social well-being among local residents. The project features monthly arts gatherings and a Kwanzaa candle lighting and banquet celebration in downtown Urbana. Next up, we have Teen Spotlight, a summer teen theater workshop for teen artists of color by Station Theater. City sponsorship in the amount of $4,500. Teen Spotlight is a 3-week theater workshop for teen artists of color, produced in collaboration between Station Theater, the Champaign-Urbana Theater Company, and Black Voices Theater Production, which will offer workshops in performance skills building, theatrical design, and the creation of original works. Next, we have Art Made by Lori Fuller, city sponsorship in the amount of $4,000. Art Made is an initiative led by local artist Lori Fuller in collaboration with PACE, Inc. Center for Independent Living and the Senior Resources Center, offering virtual interactive arts instruction to elders and adults with disabilities to promote creativity, self-esteem, and togetherness. Next is Sending Love, Transcending the Distance Through Art by Champaign County Bailout Coalition, city sponsorship in the amount of $4,500. Sending Love, Transcending the Distance Through Art is a project of the Champaign County Bailout Coalition, which will display the artwork of incarcerated artists and their families in a pop-up gallery of walls featuring weatherproof tiles to promote connection and offer another method of expressive communication. The plan is to have the exhibition in King Park. Next up is Urbana Arts Festival Mobile Kids Art Project by 40 North, 88 West. It's city sponsorship in the amount of $2,750. The Boneyard Arts Festival Mobile Kids Art Project is a collaborative project between 40 North and Urbana Park District, offering a distribution of free arts materials to underserved neighborhoods in Urbana and the invitation to share works through social media display. Next is Thriving Together Community Art Installation by University YMCA, city sponsorship in the amount of $2,400. The New American Welcome Center and the Idea Store are joining together for the Thriving Together Community Art Installation, which invites local community members to create butterfly artwork through free recycled material kits. Butterflies will be collected and displayed in a public installation during National Immigrant Welcoming Week. Next, we have Small Press Fest by University Library, sponsorship in the amount of $1,000. Small Press Fest is a celebration of regional small press and independent publishers that aims to showcase DIY media, foster community, and create a space for self-published authors and artists. The festival and events leading up to it include educational workshops on independent publishing, guest speakers, performances, artist talks, roundtables, and an exhibit hall. Next is the Number Story Project by Deborah DeMall, city sponsorship in the amount of $2,250. Fighting the script of COVID's number numbness, the Number Story Project gathers stories from local community members on their experiences in the pandemic through arts-based workshops where numbers serve as the backdrop for healing and storytelling. Next is Movable Feast, the augmented reality mural by ECA, city sponsorship in the amount of $4,500. Movable Feast is an augmented reality project which will bring to life a mural designed and painted by artist ECA and allow passerbys to experience and interact with it via their phones. This mural will be located on the eastern wall of Broadway Food Hall. The project's goal is to promote diverse cultures around a common table through imaginary worlds created by the artist. Next is Picturing the City, One Portrait a Day by Rafael Blanco, city sponsorship in the amount of $4,500. Picturing the City, One Portrait a Day is a mural project that will depict the diversity of Urbana's population through ethnicity, culture, and other unique identifiers of our city. Residents will see themselves represented, and in some cases, some citizens may actually be portrayed in the mural, showcasing Urbana's diversity through portraiture. Next up, we have Cunningham Township Building Mural at Solidarity Gardens by Lisa Kessler. City sponsorship in the amount of $3,520. Artist Lisa Kessler will paint a mural on the east side of Cunningham Township by the Township Solidarity Gardens project. The mural will provide an inviting backdrop for those who garden there, as well as raise awareness of the Township Seed Lending Program, Garden Produce Redistribution Program, and their educational resources. Next, we have Bridging the Art Divide by Urbana Park District, city sponsorship in the amount of $1,550. Bridging the Art Divide invites artists to submit their art to be on display on 2 bridges in Crystal Lake Park. Art will be submitted by category and selected to be printed on corrugated vinyl, which will then be mounted to the bridges for public viewing. Next, we have OTZ, The Broken Suite by Andre Junco Conglaves, city sponsorship in the amount of $2,150. OTZ, The Broken Suite is a contemporary Brazilian jazz concert that will be presented at Rose Bowl during the Urbana Champaign Jazz Festival 2021. Andre Junco Conglaves will also arrange and record a CD of their Brazilian jazz music, connecting with Urbana and the CU Brazilian community. And last but not least, in this Tier 2 category is our Local Food for All mural by Common Ground Food Co-op, city sponsorship in the amount of $3,130. The Local Food for All mural will bring together Urbana's vibrant arts community and food system through a series of 6 murals celebrating Urbana's diversity, culture, and community, storying our local food system. The murals will be painted by local artist Madeline Wittruck on a large flower boxes that sit in front of Common Ground Food Co-op. Please join me in celebrating our Tier 2 awardees for this cycle. Next, I'm excited to be sharing our Arts in the Schools selected awardees this year. It should be noted that some of these other projects have a real intention to also engage with our school district, so we're going to be seeing lots of engagement throughout the school district. But we've highlighted 3 projects in particular that met our eligibility and that were selected this year for this special award. The first is Capoeira Angola for the Community by Capoeira Angola Center of Illinois, city sponsorship in the amount of $1,500. Capoeira Angola for the Community is a series of workshops held in Urbana School District 116, designed to introduce K through 5th grade students to capoeira, the Afro-Brazilian art that combines elements of dance and music into movement. A public performance showcase with students will be offered at the conclusion of this multi-session series. Next is Glass Art by Jason Mack, city sponsorship in the amount of $1,500. Through the Glass Art Project, local artist Jason Mack and the DREAM program will provide hands-on instruction to the art of glass sculpting, along with motivational career training to Urbana High School art students to visualize employment in the creative sector. And last but not least, Urbana Mixed Arts Student Showcase by Urbana High School Film and Media Arts Club, city sponsorship in the amount of $1,000. The Urbana Mixed Arts Student Showcase is a 10-hour multimedia exhibition spanning music, film, visual art, and performance for a diversity of teen artists sponsored by the Urbana High School Film and Media Arts Club. It will be held at the Independent Media Center in Urbana. Those are our Arts in the Schools awardees for this year. Now, last but not least, I'm excited to share with you our Tier 3 awardees. First is the 2021 Urbana-Champaign Folk and Roots Festival by CU Folk and Roots, city sponsorship of $10,000. This all-volunteer run festival will bring together many different organizations that present over 70 free, low-cost, all ages and abilities, participatory activities, and high-quality folk performances. By using a variety of downtown venues, including the library, restaurants, hotels, bars, the mall, and arts organizational spaces, the festival continues to integrate the arts into our distinctive urban environment. And last but not least, Pygmalion by Feinber Sony Inc., city sponsorship in the amount of $10,000. Pygmalion is a multifaceted event centering its 17th year in 2021, comprised of live music, technology, literature, live comedy, podcasts, and more. This progressive program brings together a diverse array of musicians, authors, innovators, and creators to provide a community with the best the world has to offer in the arena of arts, culture, and technology. Please join me in giving all of our 2021 arts grantees a round of applause, a react, and all of your wonderful comments that you're sharing now on our Facebook live stream. We're so proud of this lineup. Every year, we're more and more impressed. And I'm so excited that we're able to have it this year, again, during this time of the pandemic when the arts are so deeply, deeply important. Last but not least, and I'm going to stop my screen share actually for a moment, so hold on, bear with me. There we go. I have another person to introduce. I'm delighted to introduce our next speaker. She is a Broadway veteran, a recipient of shared Emmy, Tony, Grammy, and Grand Prix du Disque and other multiple awards, Barbara Headland. She enjoys an active career as an orchestral and chamber musician, a solo and recording artist, a fine arts administrator, a music editor, a publisher, an orchestral founder, manager, librarian, university professor, television personality, concert producer, and add to that a member, our longest standing member of the Urbana Arts and Culture Commission since its inception. With her 30 plus years of performance, educator experience, and management, she demonstrates dedicated commitments to live music, arts education, and innovative musical programming. Please join us in welcoming Barbara Headland.
Good evening. As Rachel said, I am the longest standing member of the commission. I was actually on the 2007 task force that helped found the commission. So on behalf of the commission and the city of Urbana, I'd like to offer hearty congratulations, honor, and recognize the 2021 grant recipients. We appreciate and value your shared vision, dedication, and creativity, which strengthens the vitality of our community. As creative artists, we understand how the arts have the power to bring people together, present diverse and multi-talented cultural exchanges, attract tourism and new residents, enhance economic growth, increases a sense of community pride, and invigorates the quality of life for all residents. So please join me. Let's all raise a glass to toast the awardees and celebrate their accomplishment. Cheers.
Cheers. Congratulations, awardees. Thank you, Barbara.
You're welcome. Thank you, Rachel.
Before we turn it over to our musical guests, Aphrodi and Global Soundwaves, I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for joining us this evening. These times are challenging ones, and we need artistic and cultural connection more than ever. So thank you. Thank you for sharing your gifts with us, for helping create the world we need, beautiful expression, dynamic connection, be it through the stroke of a paintbrush, the beat of a drum, the lyrical shape of a poem, or the glow of stage lights. Your work is so important. And in this time of stress, grief, and loss, I am reminded over and over again of how our creativity and hope are a shining light. Thank you for making Urbana a place where our artistic roots run deep. Now for a closing musical performance from Aphrodi and Global Soundwaves. As they mentioned before, Aphrodi and Global Soundwaves is comprised of Pete Aphrodi Shungu on rhymes and trumpet, Mitchell Kalo on bass, Mark White on guitar, James Maug on drums, and Kevin King on tenor sax and flute. Congratulations to all of our awardees, and thank you for joining us for this 2021 Sneak Peek.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Once again, we're Aphrodi and Global Soundwaves. This next song is an original. It's called Balancing Act. So basically, this song goes out to all the educators out there, and goes out to everyone who's just trying to balance a lot of different things. So we're going to get into it right now. Living life like a balancing act, sometimes finding it hard to handle the fact that I don't really have time for everything that I want, so I try to balance it all like a carnival stunt. Yeah, I'm living life like a balancing act. Some people telling me that I'm a talented cat, but at times it feels like more of a curse than a blessing. Got so many things to juggle, can you tell that I'm stressing? Play the magician, trying to balance life as a musician with a full-time teaching job in addition. It's like I had to rock the show till like 2 in the A, and then getting up for work is what I'm doing today, and no slacking, cause what I do is mad important. I gotta be up at like 6 in the morning. So what you wanna do? Yo, I gotta get myself to school so I can work with the youth, and that's the truth. So if you're hearing me on a track, attack the system, it's a fact that these raps are backed by real activism. Cause whether it's a mic or some chalk in my hand, I'm just trying to reach the youth in any way that I can. Yo, there's so many problems that need to be solved, so if you're bored, you need to be getting involved. Make an impact, make a difference in the time that you're here, and let balance give you strength to persevere. Cause yo, I'm living life like a balancing act, sometimes finding it hard to handle the fact that I don't really have time for everything that I want, so I try to balance it all like a carnival stunt. Yeah, I'm living life like a balancing act. Some people telling me that I'm a talented cat, but at times it feels like more than a curse and a blessing. Got so many things to juggle, y'all. Balance continues in 2021, responsibilities, yo, I got plenty, son, still committed to education, still teaching them youth, still rocking the microphone, still spitting that truth. Plus I play the role of daddy in this family of mine. Time with my kids got me feeling alive, but it's hard work raising the next generation. Those moments when they testing your last ounce of patience got me grateful for my partner, my balance, my guide. We in this together, hand in hand, side by side, but hold up, to be fair, my life partner does far more than a share. But this backward society, yo, it leaves me amazed. Like male privilege says that I'm the one who should be praised, simply for helping out in any way at all. My fellow dads, it's time we raise the bar, y'all. And I can't imagine balance with one parent instead of two. So all you single parents out there, all praises due. They say it takes a village, and I feel that's true. So those who raise kids by themselves, I see you. But see, I'm blessed being a father and an MC. I love that my kids can see this other side of me, cause now that I'm a dad, it's like my favorite gigs. All the all ages ones where I can bring my kids. It's a beautiful feeling, one that can't be replaced. Seeing my daughters dancing to the music that we making in the next chapter, flipping ahead some pages, maybe they'll be the ones who'll be rocking those stages. Cause living life like a balancing act, sometimes finding it hard to handle the fact that I don't really have time for everything that I want, so I try to balance it all like a carnival stunt. Yeah, living life like a balancing act. Some people telling me I'm a talented cat, but at times it feels like more of a curse than a blessing. Got so many things to juggle. living life like a balancing act. Sometimes finding it hard to handle the fact that I don't really have time for everything that I want. So I try to balance it all like a carnival stunt. Yeah, I'm living life like a balancing act. Some people telling me that I'm a talented cat, but at times it feels like more of a curse than a blessing. Got so many things to juggle, can you tell that I'm stressing? Thank you very much. Once again, we are Aphrodi and Global Sound Waves. That last tune you heard was called Malia. Big thank you to Urbana Arts and Cultural Commission for putting this event together. Yeah, we're happy to be a part. And peace, y'all.